I wish I had the time in class today to read to you from one of my favorite essays, The Power of the Powerless by Vaclav Havel. It's such a beautiful essay. And in these hard times, it's also a reminder that although we're living through hard times right now ourselves, many other people have lived through harder times around the world uh, and before us. And this is also such a wonderful essay about group conformity and the ways that we all go along to get along and permit social injustice and oppression to perpetuate. Uh, Havel opens this essay with a very simple story. The manager of a fruit and vegetable shop places in his window, among the onions and carrots, the slogan, "Workers of the world, unite." Why does he do it? What is he trying to communicate to the world? Is he genuinely enthusiastic about the idea of unity among workers of the world? Is his enthusiasm so great that he feels an irrepressible impulse to acquaint the public with his ideals? Has he really given more than a moment's thought to how such a unification might occur and what it might mean? I think it can be safely assumed that the overwhelming majority of shopkeepers never think about the slogans that they put in their windows, nor do they use them to express their real opinions. That poster was delivered to our greengrocer from the enterprise headquarters, along with the onions and the carrots. He put them into the window simply because it has been done that way for years, because everybody does it, and because this is the way it has to be. If he were to refuse, there could be trouble. He could be reproached for not having the proper decoration in his window. Someone might even accuse him of disloyalty. He does it because these things must be done if one is to get along in life. It's one of the thousands of details that guarantee him a relatively tranquil life in harmony with society, as they say. Obviously, the greengrocer is indifferent to the semantic content of the slogan on exhibit. He does not put the slogan in his window from any personal desire to acquaint the public uh, with the ideal that it expresses. This, of course, does not mean that his action has no motive, no significance at all, or that the slogan communicates nothing to anyone. The slogan is really a sign, and as such, it contains a subliminal but very definite message. Verbally, it might be expressed this way: I, the greengrocer XY, live here, and I know what I must do. I behave in the manner expected of me. I can be depended upon and am above reproach. I am obedient, and therefore I have the right to be left in peace. This message, of course, has an addressee. It is addressed above to the greengrocer's superior, and at the same time, it is a shield that protects the greengrocer from potential informers. The slogan's real meaning, therefore, is rooted firmly in the greengrocer's existence. It reflects his vital interests. But what are those vital interests? Let's take note. If the greengrocer had been instructed to display the slogan, "I am afraid and therefore unquestionably obedient," he would not nearly be as indifferent to its semantics, even though the statement would reflect the truth. The greengrocer would be embarrassed and ashamed to put such an unequivocal statement of his own degradation in the shop window, and quite naturally so, for he's a human being and thus has a sense of his own dignity. To overcome this complication, his expression of loyalty must take the form of a sign, which, at least on its textual surface, indicates a level of disinterested conviction. It must allow the greengrocer to say, "What's wrong with the workers of the world uniting?" Thus, the sign helps the greengrocer to conceal from himself the low foundation of his obedience, at the same time concealing the low foundation of power. It hides these foundations behind the facade of something high, and that something is ideology.